We are talking about the movie Incantation, directed and written by Jude S. Walco, and this one stars Dean Cain and Sam Valentine. Now this focuses on this young American girl as she is travelling to France to meet some sort of distant relatives. Apparently they were living a lavish lifestyle in a chateau. It's called a chateau, it is not called a castle, it is a chateau. Anyway, we'll come on to that. So yeah, she goes there and there seems to be, everyone there seems to be very strange. Strange how? Is it because they have some weird backstory, or is it just because they're shitty acting? You decide. Anyway, there seems to be some type of demonic legacy sort of maybe going on with ancestors in her family, and she'll kind of learn about it and maybe get wrapped up in it as the movie progresses. So let's talk the incantation. Ooh, man, this was a rough one. What worked? The location shooting. I love France. France is one of my favourite countries to visit, and it benefits from having a very kind of like chic, European feel to it. And I quite like the. Obviously, we have quite a lot of external shots here of like really interesting architecture and stuff like that. You can tell I'm scraping the barrel here for positives. So it looks good. The chateau, not a castle, they keep calling it a castle, is a chateau. Looks great, and there's some great kind of interior shots as well. I actually think the female main lead is not badly acted. I'll say that. I don't like the way her character is written, but her acting is okay in that. I mean, she's very much a selfie. She drives past this kind of like building of historical significance, and then she says to the taxi driver, "Oh, get out, because I want to take a selfie." Right there is anyone my age or more, you're going to think, fuck this girl. Very self-obsessed she comes across as, kind of just like constantly kind of like taking selfies and talking to someone via video chats. It's very much probably quite accurate, to be fair, of the kind of her age group, her teenage, but she seems rude, with the locals, stuff like that. Very much a typical kind of like American abroad as you see in films, if that makes sense. Yeah, the acting, the acting, it is hilarious. I mean, and you have these, oh God, I could talk about this one all day. So when people enter a room, it just looks so unnatural. That might sound weird, but I can just imagine going, scene, enter the room, and then someone just sort of floats into this room really unnaturally because, oh, I heard a scream. But I live in this massive chateau, not castle, and I've just come in from outside and come up these stairs and what? And floated into this room. The line delivery, let's talk about the line delivery. I mean, there's this priest with this kind of huge beard. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It literally sounds like, if you've ever gone to a kid's pantomime, man, there is better line delivery in that, let me tell you. Dean Cain, I mean, this guy, okay, he's not renowned to be the greatest actor ever, but he's been around, he's been in plenty of things. He can do better than this. I mean, he's terrible in this movie. He's this quote-unquote insurance salesman that seems so dodgy. I mean, anyone with a kind of an ounce of common sense thinking, this random insurance person's just turning up. Fuck off. Man, this movie was frustrating. It's just ridiculous. And when we kind of get to the... I will say this. When we get to the end of the movie, and more of the kind of the demonic side is kind of revealed, it does try and have a little bit more of a kind of a twist and a little bit more of a kind of like changing your expectations, and it maybe it's a little convoluted, but I feel it was kind of a little bit more interesting to the BS story that comes before it, with ridiculous characters. And we're meant to believe we're in France, but we have French people talking to another French person with no one else around in English. Oh God. And it's obviously just kind of, that's what I mean when we say, like, when I keep going on about the chateau, these are not castles, they're chateaus, and it's just changed for obviously for American audiences. Another thing, this American girl says to this French lad, Count Dracula, and he doesn't know who that is. Fuck off! Dracula's is a European character, or a European real person in real life. People know who fucking Dracula is. Oh, Jesus. This film, I mean, I try not to come down on films too hard, to be, you know, somewhat kind of like even tempered, but man, sometimes you just come across some bullshit. And this is one of them. So I'm going to give this movie a 2 out of 10. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Leave me a comment and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.